guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really highly requested video for you, and it's all about how to low-key flirt, which means how to flirt without being really obvious about it. Basically, it means no one's even gonna know you're flirting, so if there's any awkwardness, you can just revert right back to the way things were before. After this video, you can even further customize your flirting moves based on the type of personality that you have. So to take the quiz, just click the join button that's on my channel. It's exclusive Q&As, live Q&As with me, and quizzes every single week. So head on over there to join and take the quiz, and let's get right into the video. So the first way to low-key flirt with someone is to single them out in a group conversation. Now, if you're having a conversation with friends at school or wherever you may be, you want to make a point of singling out the person you like at least twice in that group conversation. So if they say something, whether it's to you individually or to the whole group, you can add on to that or ask a question that's related to what they just said. The situation I have found this the most helpful in is when everyone's talking and your crush says something that nobody else seems to acknowledge and it just kind of falls flat. This is like the perfect opportunity to be like, no, wait, like what were you talking about? Have you seen that new movie that just came out this weekend?
Oh my god, I have to tell you the story. I was out for dinner last night and my friend Sonia showed up with her boyfriend just like out of nowhere. It was crazy what she said.
Okay, I want to hear all about that, but first, what was that movie you were talking about? Second way to low-key flirt is actually to share. Now, on this channel before, we've talked about how someone, if they share something with you, whether that be like school supplies or food or whatever it may be, that is a really big sign that they could like you. So let's turn this one around a little bit. If you share some of your things with someone else, that's a really subtle way to low-key flirt that helps them kind of feel like you care about them, but not in a super obvious way. Oh my gosh, my mom packed me so many candies in my lunch. This is so embarrassing. Do you want one? This is low-key flirting and not obvious flirting because you're making it seem like you would just share with anyone and it's not like targeted to them. It's like, oh, you know, my mom gave me too much. Like, do you want to share? Kind of like you'd share with anyone. But the act of sharing in itself connects you with another person. And so once you've had that shared experience, they're probably going to be a lot more comfortable interacting with you regularly after that. Third way to low-key flirt, this is really unexpected. It's such a good tip, and that's to make space. From a psychological perspective, people are a lot more likely to sit somewhere or stand somewhere if you have made space for them when they enter the room. Say you get on a public bus or a subway and someone moves their bag so that you can sit down. You're probably going to take the seat that just opened up. This also works on a school bus, in a classroom, on bleachers. When a seat opens up, you automatically think about taking it because the items being removed make you aware that it wasn't available before and now it is. Second, if you do this, your crush may also feel guilty that they don't take the seat because they think it was so generous of you to offer it up. This is a perfect way to low-key flirt because if they don't take the seat, it's not a big deal at all. You can just go back to the way things were before. But if they do take the seat, that's an amazing way to have conversation with them because now you're sitting together. So you just created that opportunity for more dialogue to happen. Yay! 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 Now we're getting really sneaky, guys, because the fourth way to low-key flirt, I have never talked about this in a video before, but I love doing this to lots of the people in my life to help them feel connected with me. It's a little technique called the double take. Now, the first step to the double take is to do a little bit of research and educate yourself on his or her interests. So whether that's Elon Musk or environmental issues or whatever the case may be, figure out what your crush likes. Then the next time you see them, do a double take. First, you make eye contact with them, and then you do a double take. You look down and then look up again with a look of remembrance in your eyes and say, you're the one who likes Elon Musk, right? Did you know that he's doing blah, 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 blah? Yeah, exactly. It's so weird. Having a sense of urgency in your voice and a sense of, oh, this is like really important and you're the person who likes this and so blah, 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 is a lot better than saying, oh, hey, oh, so I hear you like Elon Musk. Do you want to tell me about that? Casual conversation is great, but it sounds a lot more like you're just trying to make casual conversation. If you have a specific thing that you want to tell someone that's important enough for you to do a double take, that is low key. Makes it seem like you're not flirting at all, but rather you're actually just interested in the same things. Now, once you've done this move, it's way easier to follow it up with a text and be like, oh yeah, here's the link of the thing I was telling you about. If you keep that sense of urgency and the sense of staying with the issue that they're interested in, at least at first, that's a really good way of making it feel super low key, because trying to create conversation, which can sometimes be a turnoff, especially if they're not into you. Stick to the issue at hand and explore what's actually going on there. And this can be a huge step to actually getting in the door to further conversation. The fifth way to low-key flirt is really important, because flattery and compliments, in my opinion, are so common these days. It's like wherever you go, people are like, oh, great, that's so cool. Especially on social media, it can be really over the top. But what I think is really missing from human interaction nowadays is just like genuine compliments on what someone does really super well. No, I'm not talking about compliments based on their appearance or something that's really superficial. I mean a genuine compliment about something they do well when it's relevant. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when they do give genuine compliments is that they do it at the wrong time. They'll do it when the compliment isn't even relevant. They'll be like, oh, you're such an amazing soccer player. And it's like when you're in a different environment entirely. That doesn't make sense. But you want your compliment to sound almost like involuntary during like a natural observation. Like, oh, your handwriting's really tidy. Oh, you're like actually a really good artist. Do you post your art on Instagram? That's like so good. Oh my gosh, I just saw you play today. That was amazing. I wish I was that coordinated. People always complain to me that they get the same compliments throughout their entire life. Wow, you're so tall. Oh my gosh, your eyes are amazing. You have really nice hair. I like your shirt. That's so cute. By thinking outside of the box and creating a genuine compliment that they probably haven't heard before, this makes you stand out and actually makes your crush feel really good about themselves. This creates warm psychological feelings and will help them think good thoughts whenever they think about talking to you. And that's a really good way to low-key flirt. All right, you guys, now you know how to low-key flirt. You're gonna be the best, least obvious flirt in the world, and before you know it, you're going to be having those conversations that you really want it to be. And the best part is, if the person doesn't reciprocate, you can easily go back to the way things were before, like nothing ever happened. Now guys, don't forget to take the quiz to find out what type of personality you have, and therefore how to alter these tips a little bit more to make them just right for you. I'm going to leave the link to the member section down below so you can join up and take the quiz. Guys, we're now doing weekly Q&As every other Friday. If you haven't joined us yet, you must come. Q&A season is in full effect now. Friday Q&As are back, and it's so much fun over here at Ask Kimberly. So whether you're an old community member or you're just joining Q&As for the very first time, Q&As are the place to be on this channel because we get really deep in on your personal questions. We talk about all things relationships, girl boss life, personal questions for me, whatever you guys have. And we hear some really interesting and unique situations. So this is the best place to learn about yourself, to learn about how to handle relationships, and really how to have the most optimal life. So you definitely need to join us over there every single Friday. And of course, guys, if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to hit that big subscribe button. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week for another video all about relationships. Bye guys.
Something feels wrong. You don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire.